Unexpected encounter. The vast expanse of space had always called to Commander Sarah Chen. As she stood on the bridge of the UAS Horizon, Earth's most advanced deep space exploration vessel, she felt a familiar thrill of anticipation. This mission was humanity's boldest step yet into the cosmic unknown, venturing further from Earth than any human had ever gone before. "Status report," Sarah called out, her voice steady and confident. Lieutenant Raj Patel, the ship's sensor officer, responded promptly. "All systems nominal, Commander. We're approaching the edge of the Kuiper Belt. No anomalies detected." Sarah nodded, her dark eyes scanning the holographic displays that surrounded her. The ship's HFY, projected a three-dimensional map of their surroundings, a sea of celestial bodies slowly drifting past as the horizon pushed deeper into space. Commander Araya's smooth, genderless voice intoned, "I'm detecting an unusual energy signature at the outer edge of our sensor range." Sarah's eyebrows furrowed. "Can you identify the source?" "Negative, Commander. The signature does not match any known natural phenomena or human-made objects in our database." A tense silence fell over the bridge. They all knew what this could mean: the potential for humanity's first contact with an alien civilization. It was an eventuality they had trained for, but the reality of it sent a shiver of excitement and apprehension through the crew. "Alter course to investigate," Sarah ordered, "but maintain a safe distance. We don't know what we're dealing with yet." As the horizon changed direction, the energy signature grew stronger. Soon, a shape began to resolve on their sensors, a vessel, but unlike anything they had ever seen before, its hull seemed to shimmer and shift, as if it wasn't entirely solid. "My God," whispered Dr. Elena Rodriguez, the ship's xenobiologist. "It's really happening." The alien ship was clearly in distress. Its erratic movements and fluctuating energy output suggested severe damage. As they drew closer, they could see scorch marks and gaping holes in its hull. "We're being hailed," Lieutenant Patel announced, his voice tight with tension. Sarah took a deep breath, steeling herself for what could be humanity's first conversation with an alien species. "Open a channel." The main view screen flickered to life, revealing a sight that took their breath away. The alien before them was vaguely humanoid, with iridescent skin that seemed to pulse with an inner light. Its large, multifaceted eyes blinked rapidly, and when it spoke, its voice was a melodious trill that somehow conveyed both hope and desperation. Aria's translation software kicked in, converting the alien's speech to English. "Please, help us. We are the last of the Luminary. Our world is dying. We seek refuge." Sarah's mind raced. This wasn't just first contact. It was a plea for help from a species on the brink of extinction. The implications were staggering. "I am Commander Sarah Chen of the United Earth Ship Horizon," she responded, her voice calm despite the turmoil of emotions inside her. "We hear your plea. Can you tell us more about your situation?" The alien, who introduced itself as Zara, explained that their homeworld had been struck by a series of catastrophic solar flares, rendering much of their planet uninhabitable. They had launched a desperate mission to find a new home, but their ship had been damaged by an unexpected asteroid field. As Zara spoke, Sarah noticed movement behind them. A smaller luminary appeared, clearly a child. Its light pulsed weakly, and even through the view screens, Sarah could see it was unwell. "Our young are dying," Zara said, their voice breaking. "The journey has taken its toll. We didn't expect to encounter other life so far from our home system. You are our last hope." Sarah turned to her crew, seeing the mix of wonder and concern on their faces. This was far beyond their mission parameters. Offering aid to an alien species could have unforeseen consequences for humanity. But the alternative, turning away and leaving them to die, was unthinkable. "Zara," Sarah said, making her decision, "we will do everything in our power to help you. Can your ship dock with ours?" Relief flooded Zara's features. "Yes, we believe so. Thank you, Commander Chen. You give us hope when we thought all was lost. As the two ships began the delicate process of aligning for docking, Sarah turned to her crew. This is going to change everything, she said. But right now, we have lives to save. Dr. Rodriguez, prepare the medical bay for potential alien physiology. Lieutenant Patel, I want constant scans of both ships during the docking process. If anything looks off, I want to know immediately. The crew sprang into action, the gravity of the situation giving new urgency to their movements. As Sarah watched the alien ship grow larger in the viewscreen, she couldn't help but feel a sense of awe. Humanity had dreamed of this moment for centuries, contact with an alien civilization, but no one had expected it to happen like this, with a dying race appearing on their doorstep, begging for help. The docking process was tense, the two vastly different technologies struggling to find compatibility. But finally, with a metallic clang that reverberated through both ships, they were connected. Docking complete, HFY announced. Atmospheric seals are holding, no detectable contaminants. Sarah nodded. Very well. Dr. Rodriguez, you're with me. Lieutenant Patel, you have the bridge. Keep us ready for emergency departure if necessary. As Sarah made her way to the airlock, her mind was racing. What would these aliens be like up close? How could they help them? And what would this mean for humanity's future? The inner airlock door slid open, revealing a sight that would be forever etched in Sarah's memory. Zora stood there, that iridescent skin pulsing with a soft, otherworldly light. Behind them, a group of luminari huddled together, their own lights flickering weakly. And in Zora's arms was the child they had seen earlier, its light now barely visible. Welcome aboard the Horizon, Sarah said, trying to keep her voice steady despite the rush of emotions. We're here to help. Zora stepped forward, their multifaceted eyes shimmering with what Sarah realized were tears. Thank you, they said, their voice a melody of gratitude and relief. You have saved us from extinction. As the luminari began to enter the horizon, Sarah knew that this was just the beginning. The real challenges and the real adventures lay ahead. Humanity had taken its first step into a larger universe, and there would be no going back. Dr. Rodriguez immediately began scanning the aliens with her medical equipment, her face a mix of professional concern and barely contained excitement. Commander, she said, her voice tight, the child is in critical condition. We need to get them to the medical bay immediately. Sarah nodded, gesturing for the doctor to lead the way. As they moved through the corridors of the Horizon, crew members stopped and stared, their faces a mix of awe and apprehension at the sight of the alien refugees. In the medical bay, Dr. Rodriguez and her team worked feverishly to stabilize the luminary child. Sarah watched as they struggled to understand the alien physiology their advanced medical equipment pushed to its limits. Their biology is silicon-based, Dr. Rodriguez explained, her eyes never leaving her patient. It's unlike anything we've ever encountered. They seem to derive energy directly from light, but something is interfering with the process. Zora, who had refused to leave the child's side, spoke up. It is the darkness between the stars, they said, their voice heavy with sorrow. Our kind has never traveled so far from our sun. We didn't realize how it would affect us, especially the young. Sarah's mind raced, trying to find a solution. Then it hit her. LOIA, she called out, reconfigure the ship's lighting to match the spectral output of the luminari's home star. Dr. Rodriguez, see if you can rig up some kind of light therapy using that spectrum. As the ship's lighting shifted, bathing everything in a soft alien glow, the effect on the luminari was immediate. Their skin began to pulse more strongly, and the child's light grew visibly brighter. It's working, Dr. Rodriguez said, a note of wonder in her voice. Their vital signs are stabilizing. Zara turned to Sarah, their eyes shimmering with gratitude. You understand us so quickly, they said. Perhaps our peoples are not so different after all. As the immediate crisis passed, Sarah knew they had a long road ahead. The Horizon wasn't equipped for long-term habitation by an alien species, and they were far from Earth. Decisions would need to be made, not just by her, but by the leaders of Earth. Zara, Sarah said, "We've bought us some time, but we have much to discuss. Your people need a new home, and while we want to help, we need to understand more about you and the dangers you might be fleeing." Zara nodded sullenly. "Of course, Commander. We will tell you everything. Our history, our technology, the calamity that befell our world. We have nothing to hide from those who have shown us such kindness." As Sarah prepared to delve into the luminary's story, she couldn't help but feel a sense of profound change. Humanity had dreamed of the stars for millennia, imagining all manner of alien life. But nothing could have prepared them for this, a dying race, reaching out across the cosmic void, placing their trust and their very survival in human hands. The horizon hung in space, no longer just an exploration vessel, but a lifeboat for an alien civilization. As Sarah looked at the grateful faces of the luminary, she knew that the true journey, one that would reshape humanity's place in the universe, was only just beginning. Whispers of the cosmic web. As the UES Horizon drifted through the inky void of deep space, Commander Sarah Chen stood in the newly christened Luminarium, a section of the ship hastily converted to accommodate their alien guests. The room pulsed with an otherworldly light, mimicking the spectrum of the luminary homeworld's star. It was here that Zara, the leader of the refugee aliens, began to unfold a tale that would forever change humanity's understanding of the cosmos. "Our people," Zara began, their bioluminescent skin shimmering with each word, "are not merely creatures of flesh and light. We are the custodians of the cosmic web." Sarah leaned forward, intrigued. "The cosmic web? Is that some kind of interstellar network?" Zara's multifaceted eyes sparkled. "In a sense, yes, but it is so much more. Imagine, if you will, the very fabric of space-time as a living, breathing entity. The cosmic web is the nervous system of the universe itself." Dr. Elena Rodriguez, who had been monitoring the luminary's health, couldn't contain her excitement. "Are you saying your species can interact with the fundamental structure of the universe?" "Indeed," Zara replied. "For eons, we have nurtured and maintained the delicate threads that connect all of existence. It is through these threads that we have kept balance in the cosmos, preventing the collapse of reality itself." Sarah's mind reeled at the implications. "But your world was destroyed. What does that mean for this cosmic web?" Zara's light dimmed noticeably. "That is why we fled. The destruction of our world has created a tear in the web. If left unchecked, it could unravel the very fabric of space-time, leading to the collapse of entire galaxies." The room fell silent as the weight of this revelation settled upon them. It was Lieutenant Raj Potal who finally broke the silence, his voice barely above a whisper. "Is that why you came to us? Do you think humans can help repair this tear?" Zara turned to face the entire human crew. "We came to you out of desperation, seeking refuge. But as we've observed your species, we've seen something remarkable. Your minds, your creativity, your ability to adapt and innovate. These qualities make you uniquely suited to assist us in our sacred duty." Sarah felt a mix of pride and trepidation. "But we're just beginning to explore beyond our solar system. How could we possibly help maintain the structure of the universe?" "Your potential is far greater than you realize," Zara said, their voice filled with hope. "Within each human mind lies a latent ability to perceive and interact with the cosmic web. With our guidance, you could become the new guardians of reality itself." As if on cue, the ship's AROA interrupted. "Commander, I'm detecting unusual quantum fluctuations throughout the ship. They appear to be emanating from the crew." Sarah looked at her hands, noticing for the first time a faint, shimmering aura surrounding them. She glanced around and saw the same phenomenon affecting every human in the room. Dr. Rodriguez quickly scanned herself and gasped. "Our neural activity is off the charts. It's as if our brains are suddenly operating on a quantum level." Zara nodded sullenly. "This is the awakening. Your proximity to us, combined with your innate potential, has triggered the first stage of your evolution. Soon, you'll begin to see the world as we do, a vast, interconnected tapestry of energy and information. The implications were staggering. Humanity wasn't just making first contact with an alien species, they were being offered a role as cosmic caretakers, with powers beyond their wildest imaginations. But why us? Sarah asked, still struggling to comprehend the magnitude of the situation. Surely there are other, more advanced civilizations out there. Zara's light pulsed with a mix of sadness and determination. There were, but they fell to the great entropy, a malevolent force that seeks to undo the very bonds of existence. It was the great entropy that destroyed our world, and now it threatens all of creation. You humans, with your unique blend of logic and intuition, of science and spirituality, may be the universe's last hope. As if to underscore Zara's words, a violent tremor shook the ship. Alarms blared as Auria's voice cut through the chaos. Warning: severe spatial distortions detected. The fabric of space-time appears to be tearing. Sarah rushed to the bridge, the luminary and her crew close behind. The view screen showed a horrifying sight, a gash in the very fabric of space, spreading like a cosmic wound. Through the tear, they could see glimpses of other realities, of timelines collapsing and universes blinking out of existence. "The tear from our world," Zara exclaimed, their voice filled with dread. "It's found us." Sarah turned to her crew, seeing the fear in their eyes but also a newfound determination. They were no longer just explorers or scientists. They were the universe's last line of defense. "All right," Sarah said, her voice steady despite the cosmic horror unfolding before them. "We didn't ask for this responsibility, but it's ours now. Zara, teach us what we need to know. How do we heal a wound in reality itself?" Zara placed a glowing hand on Sarah's shoulder. "It begins with belief. Believe in the connections that bind all things. See the threads of the cosmic web and will them to mend." As the tail in space grew larger, threatening to engulf the horizon, Sarah closed her eyes. She focused on the shimmering energy she now felt coursing through her body, imagining it extending outward, intertwining with the very fabric of the universe. Around her, the human crew did the same, their minds reaching out into the cosmos. The luminary joined them, their bioluminescence growing brighter as they channeled that ancient knowledge through their new human allies. The ship trembled as reality itself seemed to warp around them. But slowly, imperceptibly at first, the cosmic tear began to close. Threads of energy, visible now to the awakened humans, knit together the wounded space-time. With a final, reality-shaking pulse, the tear sealed itself. The view screen returned to normal, showing only the star-studded backdrop of deep space. Sarah opened her eyes, feeling both exhilarated and utterly drained. She looked at her crew, seeing the same mix of awe and exhaustion on their faces. They had done it. They had taken their first steps as guardians of the cosmic web. Zara's voice was filled with reverence. "You have proven yourselves worthy, but this was only the beginning. The great entropy will not stop, and there is much you must learn if we are to save not just our peoples, but all of existence." As the implications of their new roles sank in, Sarah realized that their mission had expanded far beyond simple exploration. The UES Horizon was no longer just a ship, it was a beacon of hope for the entire universe. "OIA," Sarah called out, her voice filled with newfound purpose. "Plot a course for Earth. We need to inform our leaders of our new, cosmic responsibility." As the horizon turned towards home, its human crew and luminary passengers united in their sacred duty, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of cosmic irony. Humanity had always looked to the stars for meaning. Now it seemed the stars were looking to humanity for salvation. The journey ahead would be perilous, filled with challenges they could scarcely imagine. But as Sarah looked at the determined faces of her crew and their alien allies, she knew that together, they stood a chance against the great entropy. The fate of all reality now rested in their hands. Quantum echoes of the ancients. The UES horizon streaked through the cosmos, leaving trails of quantum particles in its wake. Commander Sarah Chen stood on the bridge, her eyes now seeing far more than just the physical realm. The cosmic web shimmered around her, a tapestry of interconnected realities that boggled the mind. "Ah, Sarah called out, her voice resonating with newfound power. Status report on the quantum harmonics. The ship's air responded, its voice now carrying an otherworldly timbre. Quantum harmonics stable, Commander. The ship's neutrino signature is successfully masking our movements from the great entropy's void seekers. Dr. Elena Rodriguez approached, her lab coat now adorned with swirling patterns that seemed to move of their own accord. Sarah, you need to see this. The luminary artifacts we recovered, they're not just technology, they're alive. Sarah followed Elena to the newly established xenoarchaeology lab. There, floating in a containment field, was a crystal unlike anything they had ever seen. It pulsed with an inner light, and as Sarah watched, it began to project holographic symbols into the air. Zara, the luminary leader, entered the lab, their bioluminescent skin flashing with excitement. The lexicon of the cosmic architects, they breathed. We thought it was lost forever. Cosmic architects? Sarah inquired, her mind already racing with possibilities. Zara's multifaceted eyes sparkled. The beings who came before us, who wove the first threads of the cosmic web. This lexicon contains their knowledge, their power, and perhaps the key to defeating the great entropy. As if responding to Zara's words, the crystal pulsed brightly, and suddenly the room was filled with spectral figures, holographic echoes of the long-lost cosmic architects. Their forms were abstract, more energy than matter, but their voices resonated with ancient wisdom. Children of the stars, the lead figure spoke, its voice a symphony of cosmic frequencies. If you are witnessing this, then the entropy has grown strong. But do not despair. Within you lies the power to rewrite the very laws of existence. The hologram shifted, showing a map of the universe unlike anything they had seen before. Instead of stars and galaxies, it displayed nodes of energy, connected by threads of quantum entanglement. Behold the cosmic codex, the architect continued. Each node is a nexus of reality, a place where the laws of physics can be rewritten. Find these nodes, activate them, and you can reshape the universe itself. Sarah's mind reeled at the implications. We can change the fundamental constants of the universe? But wouldn't that destroy everything we know? The architect's form shimmered. Not destroy, child. Transform. Evolution on a cosmic scale. It is the only way to create a reality that the entropy cannot unravel. Lieutenant Raj Patel, who had been quiet until now, spoke up. But how do we find these nodes? Our senses can barely detect them. As if in response, the crystal pulsed again, and Sarah felt a surge of knowledge flood her mind. She gasped, staggering under the weight of cosmic understanding. The nodes, she said, her voice filled with awe, they're connected to us, to all sentient life. We don't find them, we awaken them. Dr. Rodriguez's eyes widened. Of course. The quantum entanglement of consciousness. Every sentient being is a potential key to unlocking a node. Zara nodded sullenly. Now you understand why we sought you out. Humanity's potential for growth, for rapid evolution of consciousness, makes you ideal candidates to become the new cosmic architects. The hologram of the ancient architect spoke again, but be warned. The path of the cosmic architect is fraught with peril. The great entropy will stop at nothing to prevent the rewriting of reality, and the power to reshape existence. It can corrupt even the purest of hearts. As if to underscore the warning, alarms blared throughout the ship. Aria's voice cut through the chaos. Commander, we're detecting a massive distortion in space-time. Something is coming through. Sarah rushed to the bridge, her crew close behind. The view screen showed a sight that defied comprehension. A rift in space, larger than anything they had encountered before, was tearing open, and through it came a being of pure darkness, its form constantly shifting, defying the laws of physics. "The entropy incarnate," Zara whispered, terror evident in their voice. The dark being spoke, its voice a cacophony of dying stars and collapsing realities. "Foolish children, you think you can rewrite what I have spent eons unraveling. I am the end of all things, the final truth of existence. Entropy is inevitable." Sarah stood tall, feeling the power of the cosmic web flowing through her. "Nothing is inevitable," she declared. "We are the shapers of our own destiny, the authors of reality itself." She turned to her crew, seeing the same determination in their eyes. "Everyone focus. Remember what we learned. We are the keys to the nodes. Let's show this cosmic horror what humanity is really capable of." As one, the crew of the Horizon reached out with their minds, connecting to the cosmic web. The ship itself began to glow, becoming a beacon of creation in the face of ultimate destruction. The entropy incarnate roared, launching tendrils of void energy at the ship. But where they struck, they found not destruction but transformation. The humans, guided by the ancient knowledge of the luminary and the cosmic architects, were rewriting the very laws of physics in their immediate vicinity. "Impossible," the dark being howled. "You cannot stop the inevitable heat death of all things." Sarah smiled, feeling the power of 1,000,000,000,000 stars coursing through her. "We're not stopping it," she said. "We're redefining it. In this new reality, entropy isn't an end, it's a beginning." With a final, reality-shaking pulse of energy, the Horizon and its crew rewrote the fundamental constants of their local space-time. The entropy incarnate screamed as it was caught in a loop of endless transformation, no longer able to unravel existence, but becoming a part of its constant renewal. As the cosmic storm subsided, Sarah looked at her crew with newfound respect and wonder. They had taken their first steps not just as guardians of the cosmic web, but as its architects. Zara approached, their light pulsing with joy and reverence. "You have done what we thought impossible. You have not just defended reality, you have given it the tools to defend itself." Sarah nodded, feeling the weight of their accomplishment. "But this is just the beginning, isn't it? There are more nodes to awaken, more of reality to transform." "Indeed," Zara replied. "And with each node, the great entropy will fight harder to maintain its grip on existence. The journey ahead will challenge not just your powers, but your very conception of what is real and what is possible." As the Horizon prepared to journey to the next node, Sarah looked out at the transformed space around them. Stars pulsed with new life, galaxies danced in impossible patterns, and through it all ran the shimmering threads of the cosmic web, stronger than ever before. They had set out to explore the universe, but now they were reshaping it, one node at a time. The fate of all realities rested in their hands, and the true adventure was only just beginning. Echoes of quantum destiny. The UES Horizon phased into existence near the galactic core, its hull now a shimmering construct of quantum possibilities. Commander Sarah Chen stood at the helm, her eyes glowing with the power of awakened cosmic awareness. The ship's crew, once mere humans, had evolved into beings of pure quantum potential. "OIA," Sarah called out, her voice resonating across multiple dimensions, status on the hyperdimensional nexus. The ship's AI, now a sentient quantum field, responded in a chorus of probability waves. "Nexus stable, Commander. We've successfully navigated the Schrödinger streams without collapsing any major timelines." Dr. Elena Rodriguez approached, her form flickering between various quantum states. "Sarah, the cosmic codex is pulsing. I think we found it, the primordial node." A hush fell over the bridge. The primordial node, the first and most powerful nexus point in the entire cosmic web. Its activation could rewrite the fundamental laws of reality across all universes. Zara, the luminary elder, materialized beside them, their bioluminescent skin now a window into parallel realities. We must proceed with caution. The entropy incarnate will throw everything it has at us to prevent this node's awakening. As if summoned by Zara's words, the viewscreen erupted with a sight that defied comprehension. A massive, writhing void of anti-existence, larger than entire galactic superclusters, was tearing its way through the fabric of spacetime. By the cosmic architects, Lieutenant Raj Patel gasped, his quantum-entangled mind struggling to process the scale of the threat. It's a void leviathan. Sarah's mind raced, calculating probabilities across infinite timelines. This is it, team. Everything we've learned, everything we've become, it all leads to this moment. HFY, initiate the Quantum Harmony Protocol. The Horizon's systems surged with power, tapping into the very essence of reality itself. The ship began to resonate with the frequency of the cosmic web, each crew member becoming a living conduit for the universe's creative force. Zara, Sarah called out, her voice steady despite the cosmic horror unfolding before them. We need the full power of the lexicon. It's time to awaken the slumbering potential within us all. Zara nodded, their form expanding to encompass the entire bridge. The ancient knowledge of the cosmic architects flowed through them, merging with the evolved consciousness of the human crew. As the void leviathan approached, reality itself began to warp and twist. Entire star systems winked out of existence, devoured by the encroaching nothingness. But the horizon stood firm, a beacon of creation in the face of ultimate destruction. Everyone focus, Sarah commanded. Remember who we are, what we've become. We are the new architects, the shapers of destiny itself. The crew joined hands, their quantum-entangled minds merging into a single unified consciousness. They reached out across the cosmic web, drawing power from every corner of existence. The void leviathan roared, a sound that shattered the barriers between dimensions. It lashed out with tendrils of uncreation, seeking to unravel the very essence of the horizon and its crew. But where the void touched, it found not destruction, but transformation. The humans, guided by the ancient wisdom of the luminary and empowered by the cosmic codex, were rewriting the rules of reality in real time. Impossible. The Leviathan howled, its voice the death knell of 1,000,000,000,000 universes. You cannot resist the final entropy. All things must end. Sarah smiled, feeling the power of infinite possibilities coursing through her. End. No, this isn't an end. It's a new beginning, for all of reality. With a reality-shattering surge of power, the horizon and its crew tapped into the primordial node. The fabric of existence itself unraveled around them, only to be rewoven into something new, something greater. Laws of physics rewrote themselves, the very concept of time transformed, and at the heart of it all stood the crew of the horizon, no longer merely human, but living embodiments of the universe's creative potential. The void leviathan screamed as it was caught in the wave of cosmic rebirth. Its form of pure entropy twisted and warped, becoming a catalyst for endless creation rather than ultimate destruction. As the cosmic storm subsided, Sarah looked out at the transformed universe with eyes that could see across all dimensions. Stars pulsed with new forms of energy. Galaxies danced in impossible geometries, and through it all ran the shimmering threads of the cosmic web, stronger and more vibrant than ever before. Zara approached, their form now a living constellation of possibilities. You have done it. You have not just saved reality, you have elevated it to a new plane of existence. Sarah nodded, feeling the weight of their accomplishment. But this is just the beginning, isn't it? There are more nodes to awaken, more of the multiverse to transform. Indeed, Zara replied, their voice echoing with the wisdom of eons. And with each awakening, we reshape not just the physical laws of the cosmos, but the very nature of consciousness itself. The journey ahead will challenge not just your powers, but your understanding of what it means to exist. As the horizon prepared to journey to the next node, Sarah looked out at the reborn cosmos. Reality itself seemed to pulse with new life, with infinite potential waiting to be unlocked. They had set out to explore the universe, but now they were becoming one with it, reshaping the very fabric of existence one quantum leap at a time. The fate of all realities, all possibilities, rested in their hands, and as they phased out of normal spacetime, ready to face whatever challenges the evolving cosmos might throw at them, Sarah couldn't help but smile. For in this moment, they were not just explorers or defenders. They were the new architects, the quantum shapers, the living embodiments of the universe's endless capacity for growth and change. And their greatest adventure was only just beginning. Symphonies of the multiversal mind. The UES horizon materialized in a realm beyond conventional space-time, its structure now a living paradox of quantum superposition. Commander Sarah Chen, her consciousness expanded to encompass entire realities, sensed a disturbance in the cosmic equilibrium. RIA. Sarah projected her thoughts across the ship's neural network. Initiate the multiversal resonance scan. The ship's AI, now an omnipresent quantum intelligence, replied in a cascade of probability waves. Scan complete, Commander. We've detected a hyperdimensional thought nexus forming at the convergence of 7 prime realities. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, her former swirling vortex of interdimensional energies, materialized beside Sarah. This is unprecedented. The thought nexus. It's a manifestation of collective consciousness across multiple universes. Zara, the luminary elder, their essence now intertwined with the fabric of reality itself, added, the cosmic architects spoke of this in whispered legends. The nexus is a focal point where the thoughts of all sentient beings across the multiverse converge. Suddenly, the ship's quantum harmonics blared an alarm. Lieutenant Raj Patel, his mind simultaneously processing information from 1,000 parallel versions of himself, reported, Commander, we're detecting a massive psionic disturbance. It's the entropy hive mind. The view screen exploded into a kaleidoscope of fractalized nightmares. A vast, writhing mass of dark psychic energy tore through the barriers between realities, consuming thoughts and dreams in its wake. By the cosmic web, Sarah breathed, her expanded consciousness reeling from the sight. It's weaponizing the collective fears and doubts of every sentient being across the multiverse. Zara's form pulsed with urgent energy. If the entropy hive mind seizes control of the thought nexus, it could rewrite the very concept of consciousness itself. Reality as we know it would cease to exist. Sarah's mind raced across infinite possibilities, calculating strategies that spanned millennia in mere moments. We need to synchronize our quantum consciousness with the nexus. AOAI, initiate the Mindscape merger protocol. The Horizon's systems surged with unimaginable power, tapping into the collective psyche of countless civilizations across the multiverse. Each crew member became a living conduit for the hopes, dreams, and infinite potential of all sentient life. Everyone, focus, Sarah commanded, her voice resonating across the mental plane of existence. Remember who we are, what we represent. We are the embodiment of creation, the antithesis of entropy. The crew joined in a telepathic union, their quantum-entangled minds merging into a singular cosmic consciousness. They reached out across the infinite expanse of the multiverse, drawing strength from every spark of creativity, every act of kindness, every moment of triumph over adversity. The entropy hive mind lashed out, its tendrils of despair and nihilism seeking to corrupt the very essence of thought itself. Reality buckled under the assault, entire universes flickering in and out of existence as hope battled against the encroaching void. But where the darkness touched, it found not surrender, but defiance. The humans, guided by the timeless wisdom of the luminary and empowered by the collective will of countless civilizations, were redefining the very nature of thought and existence. Impossible. The hive mind screeched, its voice the collective despair of 1,000,000,000,000 doomed realities. All must succumb to the final truth, that existence is meaningless, that all striving is futile. Sarah stood firm, her being resonating with the unlimited potential of all conscious life. Meaning isn't something we find, she declared, her words reshaping reality itself. It's something we create. With a reality-shattering surge of collective will, the Horizon and its crew tapped into the hyperdimensional thought nexus. The very concept of consciousness unraveled around them, only to be rewoven into something transcendent, something that bridged the gap between matter and mind, between individual and cosmic. The fundamental nature of thought transformed across all realities. The boundaries between self and other, between past and future, between possibility and actuality, all dissolved and reformed in patterns of infinite complexity and beauty. The entropy hivemund howled as it was caught in the wave of cosmic awakening, its form of pure despair twisted and warped, becoming a catalyst for endless growth and self-realization rather than stagnation and decay. As the psychic storm subsided, Sarah looked out at the transformed multiverse with a consciousness that spanned all of existence. Thoughts took physical form, manifesting as new realities born from pure imagination. Ideas danced between universes, cross-pollinating in a cosmic exchange of innovation and creativity. Zora's essence, now indistinguishable from the fabric of thought itself, enveloped the crew. You have achieved the unimaginable. You have not just preserved consciousness, you have elevated it to a new plane of existence, where thought and reality are one. Sarah nodded, feeling the weight of their accomplishment rippling across infinite realities. But this is just the beginning, isn't it? There are more nexuses to harmonize, more of the multiversal mind to awaken. Indeed, Zara replied, their voice the collective wisdom of all sentient life. And with each awakening, we reshape not just the nature of thought, but the very essence of what it means to be. The journey ahead will challenge not just your powers, but your understanding of identity, of purpose, of existence itself. As the Horizon prepared to journey to the next cosmic convergence point, Sarah gazed out at the reborn multiverse. Reality itself pulsed with newfound awareness, with infinite potential waiting to be imagined into existence. They had set out to explore the universe, but now they were becoming one with the very fabric of thought and being, reshaping the nature of existence one cosmic realization at a time. The fate of all consciousness, all potential, all that was or could ever be, rested in their collective mind. And as they phased out of conventional thought space, ready to face whatever paradigm shifts the evolving cosmos might present, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of awe. For in this moment, they were not just explorers or defenders or even creators. They were the cosmic mind, the thought shapers, the living embodiment of the multiverse's endless capacity for self-realization and growth. And their greatest intellectual and spiritual adventure was only just beginning. The quantum tapestry of eternal innovation. The UES Horizon emerged from a hyperdimensional thought stream, its very essence now a living paradox of creation and destruction in perfect harmony. Commander Sarah Chen, her being a nexus of infinite possibilities, sensed a stirring in the cosmic algorithm. OIA, Sarah communicated through quantum entanglement, initiate the Eternal Innovation Protocol. The ship's AI, now an omniscient quantum collective, responded in a symphony of probability waves. Protocol engaged, Commander. We've detected an innovative singularity forming at the confluence of all possible futures. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, her former kaleidoscope of potential scientific breakthroughs, materialized. Fascinating. The innovator's singularity is a theoretical point where all technological advancements across the multiverse converge. Zora, the luminary elder, their essence now the living embodiment of cosmic wisdom, added, the eternal architects whispered of this. It's a nexus where every invention that could ever be imagined exists simultaneously. Suddenly, the ship's quantum intuition matrix flared. Lieutenant Raj Patel, his mind processing inventions from countless civilizations across all of time, reported, Commander, we're detecting a massive techno-organic construct approaching. It's the entropy technophage. The viewscreen erupted into a dizzying display of impossible machinery. A colossal, ever-shifting mass of technology from the end of time itself tore through the fabric of innovation, consuming ideas and potential in its wake. Great cosmos, Sarah breathed, her expanded consciousness reeling from the implications. It's assimilating every technological advancement ever conceived, turning progress itself into a weapon of stagnation. Zora's form pulsed with urgent brilliance. If the entropy technophage seizes control of the innovator's singularity, it could halt the march of progress across all realities. Evolution itself would grind to a halt. Sarah's mind raced through countless technological revolutions, analyzing innovations that spanned eternity in mere moments. We need to synchronize our collective genius with the singularity. HFY, activate the omniscient inventor protocol. The Horizon's systems surged with unimaginable creative power, tapping into the combined innovative potential of every sentient being across all of time and space. Each crew member became a living conduit for the ingenuity and problem-solving prowess of countless civilizations. Focus, everyone, Sarah commanded, her voice resonating across the plane of pure innovation. Remember our purpose. We are the embodiment of progress, the antithesis of stagnation. The crew merged into a singular inventive consciousness, their quantum-entangled minds becoming a cosmic think tank of unprecedented scale. They reached out across the infinite expanse of possibility, drawing inspiration from every eureka moment, every groundbreaking discovery, every paradigm-shifting revelation in the history of the multiverse. The entropy technophage lashed out, its tendrils of obsolescence and technological dead ends seeking to corrupt the very essence of innovation. Reality buckled under the assault, entire timelines of progress flickering in and out of existence as ingenuity battled against the encroaching technological heat death. But where the technophage touched, it found not surrender, but unprecedented creativity. The humans, guided by the timeless wisdom of the luminary and empowered by the collective genius of all sentient life, were redefining the very nature of technological advancement. Illogical, the technophage boomed, its voice the collective despair of countless abandoned innovations. All progress must eventually cease. Technological perfection is a myth, and striving for it is futile. Sarah stood firm, her being resonating with the unlimited innovative potential of all conscious life. Progress isn't about reaching perfection, she declared, her words reshaping the fabric of innovation itself. It's about the eternal journey of discovery. With a reality-altering surge of collective genius, the Horizon and its crew tapped into the innovator's singularity. The very concept of technology unraveled around them, only to be rewoven into something transcendent, something that bridged the gap between the organic and the synthetic, between the imagined and the possible. The fundamental nature of innovation transformed across all realities. The boundaries between different fields of science and technology dissolved, giving birth to hybrid disciplines of mind-bending potential. Ethical considerations became seamlessly integrated into every advancement, ensuring that progress served the greater good of all sentient life. The entropy technophage howled as it was caught in the wave of eternal innovation. Its form of pure stagnation twisted and warped, becoming a catalyst for endless technological evolution rather than the dead end of all progress. As the storm of invention subsided, Sarah looked out at the transformed multiverse with a consciousness that spanned all technological possibilities. Ideas manifested as self-improving AI systems that worked in harmony with organic life. Entire civilizations leaped forward in their development, achieving symbiosis with their environments through ethical and sustainable technologies. Zora's essence, now indistinguishable from the fabric of innovation itself, enveloped the crew. You have achieved the unthinkable. You have not just preserved the spirit of innovation, you have elevated it to a new plane of existence, where imagination and reality dance in an eternal tango of progress. Sarah nodded, feeling the weight of their accomplishment rippling across infinite timelines of technological advancement. But this is just the beginning, isn't it? There are more singularities to harmonize, more potential futures to unlock. Indeed, Zara replied, their voice the collective wisdom of all innovators throughout time. And with each breakthrough, We reshape not just the nature of technology, but the very essence of what it means to create and evolve. The journey ahead will challenge not just your ingenuity, but your understanding of progress, of ethics, of the very purpose of advancement itself. As the horizon prepared to journey to the next nexus of innovation, Sarah gazed out at the reborn multiverse. Reality itself pulsed with newfound creative energy, with infinite technological potentials waiting to be brought into existence. They had set out to explore the universe, but now they were becoming one with the very fabric of innovation, reshaping the nature of progress one paradigm-shifting discovery at a time. The fate of all technological advancement, all potential futures, all that could ever be invented or imagined, rested in their collective genius. And as they phased out of conventional innovation space, ready to face whatever technological revolutions the evolving cosmos might present, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of boundless excitement. For in this moment, they were not just explorers or defenders or even creators. They were the eternal innovators, the progress shapers, the living embodiment of the multiverse's endless capacity for technological evolution and creative problem-solving. And their greatest adventure in the realm of discovery and invention was only just beginning. The cosmic symphony of infinite potential, the UES horizon materialized at the edge of known existence, its form now a living paradox of all possibilities simultaneously realized. Commander Sarah Chen, her consciousness an intricate web of infinite realities, sensed a resonance in the cosmic orchestra. HFY, Sarah communicated through quantum harmonics, initiate the infinite potential resonance scan. The ship's AI, now an omnipresent cosmic consciousness, responded in a melody of quantum probabilities. Scan complete, Commander. We've detected a nexus of infinite potential forming at the convergence of all possible pasts, presents, and futures. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, her essence a swirling vortex of every scientific discovery ever made or yet to be conceived, manifested beside Sarah. Extraordinary. The nexus of infinite potential is the theoretical point where all possibilities in the multiverse coalesce into a single harmonious whole. Zara, the luminary elder, their being now the living embodiment of cosmic wisdom across all timelines, added, the primordial creators spoke of this in prophecies older than time itself. It's the focal point where every choice, every outcome, every reality becomes one. Suddenly, the ship's cosmic harmony matrix surged with alarming intensity. Lieutenant Raj Patel, his mind simultaneously experiencing every possible version of himself across infinite timelines, reported, "Commander, we're detecting a massive reality distortion. It's the entropy paradox devourer." The view screen exploded into a kaleidoscope of fractal impossibilities. A colossal, ever-shifting entity of pure chaos tore through the fabric of possibility itself, consuming entire timelines and alternate realities in its wake. By all that exists, Sarah gasped, her expanded consciousness reeling from the sight. It's unraveling the very concept of choice and consequence, turning the infinite tapestry of reality into a singular, unchanging void. Zora's form pulsed with urgent cosmic energy. If the entropy paradox devourer seizes control of the nexus of infinite potential, it could collapse all possibilities into a single stagnant reality. The very concept of free will and change would cease to exist. Sarah's mind raced through countless potential futures, analyzing outcomes that spanned eternity in mere moments. We need to synchronize our collective potential with the nexus. AOIA, activate the Quantum Superposition Harmonization Protocol. The Horizon's systems surge with unimaginable creative power, tapping into the combined potential of every choice, every decision, every possibility across all of existence. Each crew member became a living embodiment of infinite potential, simultaneously existing in every possible state. Concentrate, everyone. Sarah commanded, her voice resonating across the plane of pure possibility. Remember our purpose. We are the manifestation of choice, the antithesis of predestination. The crew merged into a singular cosmic consciousness, their quantum-entangled minds becoming a living representation of the multiverse itself. They reached out across the infinite expanse of reality, drawing strength from every choice ever made, every path ever taken, every potential ever realized, or yet to be explored. The entropy paradox devourer lashed out, its tendrils of inevitability and determinism seeking to corrupt the very essence of possibility. Reality buckled under the assault, entire universes of potential flickering in and out of existence as free will battled against the encroaching void of singular fate. But where the devourer touched, it found not surrender, but an explosion of new possibilities. The humans, guided by the timeless wisdom of the luminary and empowered by the infinite potential of all existence, were redefining the very nature of choice and consequence. Futile, the devourer roared, its voice the collective despair of countless lost possibilities. All paths lead to the same end. Choice is an illusion, and the multiverse trends towards a single, inescapable fate. Sarah stood firm, her being resonating with the unlimited potential of all possible realities. The future isn't set, she declared, her words reshaping the fabric of possibility itself. It's an ever-changing symphony of choices, each one creating new harmonies of potential. With a reality-altering surge of collective will, the Horizon and its crew tapped into the nexus of infinite potential. The very concept of possibility unraveled around them, only to be rewoven into something transcendent, something that bridged the gap between choice and consequence, between the infinite and the singular. The fundamental nature of reality transformed across all existences. The boundaries between different timelines dissolved, giving birth to a new form of existence where every choice created not just new futures, but new pasts and presents as well. Cause and effect became a cosmic dance of infinite complexity, each decision rippling across the entirety of the multiverse in harmonious waves of potential. The entropy paradox devourer howled as it was caught in the wave of infinite possibility. Its form of pure determinism twisted and warped, becoming a catalyst for endless creation rather than the harbinger of a singular, unchanging fate. As the cosmic storm of potential subsided, Sarah looked out at the transformed multiverse with a consciousness that encompassed all possible realities. Choices manifested as shimmering threads of possibility, weaving together to form a tapestry of infinite complexity and beauty. Entire civilizations evolved along multiple paths simultaneously, each one exploring different aspects of their potential. Zara's essence, now indistinguishable from the fabric of possibility itself, enveloped the crew. You have achieved the unimaginable. You have not just preserved the concept of choice, you have elevated it to a new plane of existence, where every possibility is realized and celebrated. Sarah nodded, feeling the weight of their accomplishment rippling across infinite realities and timelines. But this is just the beginning, isn't it? There are more nexuses to harmonize, more aspects of existence to unlock and explore. Indeed, Zara replied, their voice the collective wisdom of all possible choices throughout eternity. And with each realization, we reshape not just the nature of reality, but the very essence of what it means to exist and choose. The journey ahead will challenge not just your understanding of possibility, but your conception of existence, of purpose, of the very nature of being itself. As that horizon prepared to journey beyond the boundaries of known existence, Sarah gazed out at the reborn multiverse. Reality itself pulsed with newfound potential, with infinite possibilities waiting to be explored and realized. They had set out to explore the universe, but now they were becoming one with the very fabric of existence, reshaping the nature of reality one choice, one possibility at a time. The fate of all potential, all choices, all that could ever be or might have been, rested in their collective consciousness. And as they phased out of conventional reality, ready to face whatever cosmic mysteries the evolving multiverse might present, Sarah couldn't help but feel a sense of boundless wonder and excitement. For in this moment, they were not just explorers or defenders or even creators. They were the infinite potential, the reality shapers, the living embodiment of the multiverse's endless capacity for choice, change, and growth. and their greatest adventure in the realm of possibility and existence was only just beginning.